friends, ladies and gentlemen. Isang maaliwalas at makakam na araw po sa ating lahat. Dati po, sa Central Luzon, ako naka-assign bilang Regional Director. Noon pong ma-assign ako dito sa Cordillera Administrative Region, medyo natuto po akong magbigay ng bagong twist doon sa awitin ni Sampaguita. Pero yung pong twist nito, mas maganda. Yung pong melody, hindi ko masyadong kabisado, pero yung pong adaptation ko, medyo mauunawa naman yung kahit paano. Marami kaming napapansin sa kapaligiran, marami pa rin puno ang luntian, kaya ang kabundukan magandang pagmasdan. Sana po huwag may hablan ni Sampaguita. Mali pa pala. Si Asin pala ang mag-habla sa akin. Pagkatapos po, meron akong isang maganda pang awitin na maisusunod doon. Asama si Director Jojo dito. Kahapon, ay kagabi, doon sa music lounge, inahawit ito eh. Yung Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too, and I tell to myself, what a wonderful world. Opo, sa kabila ng napakaraming hamon na humaharap sa atin, ito pong ating daigdig ay isa pa rin very wonderful world. At sa tulong po ng mga interventions ng Department of Science and Technology, lalo pa pong nagiging wonderful ang ating daigdig. Katulad na lamang po ng NOAA, na kahit papano ang pinsala at ang epekto ng mga disaster ay medyo nababawasan. At dito po sa Cordillera, ang isa po napakagandang project ng DOST, tinatawag natin na non-cyanide, non-mercury gold extraction process. Kaya lalo pong gumaganda ang kapaligiran dito sa Cordillera sapagkat po ang tubig na dadaloy magmula sa mga small miners extraction ng gold nila ay malinis na po. Kaya po, sa pamamagitan ng mga interventions ng DOST, katulad nito, sa aquatic natin, ang mga fish farmers po natin, lalo pong magiging wonderful ang kanilang daigdig. Kaya po dito sa Pilipinas, hindi lang more fun in the Philippines, magiging more wonderful pa dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya po, base nga doon sa awitin natin kanina, mabuhay ang DOST. Muli po, isa pong maaliwalas at makaagham na araw sa ating lahat.
Gentlemen, Secretary Fortunato Canseco de la Peña.
Maraming salamat. Upo na po tayo. Thank you very much. Ay, pinararangal ko na makakumbida dito sa opening program ng ating Luzon Regional Scientific Meeting ng National Academy of Science and Technology. Una, pagbati sa ating mga national scientists, Dr. Ernesto Domingo at Dr. Raul Pabella. Pagbati sa ating acting president ng National Academy, si Dr. Fabian Dairit. Sa ating mga academicians at mga corresponding members, mga kasama sa science and technology community, mga agalang-galang na mga researchers, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Department of Science and Technology, I'm honored to welcome you, all of you to the Luzon Regional Scientific Meeting of the National Academy of Science and Technology. Our theme for this regional scientific meeting is Attaining Sustainable Development Goals Philippine Fisheries and Other Aquatic Resources 2020. While we are holding this meeting today in the United Nations, the meeting of the Assembly to discuss Sustainable Development Goals is ongoing. And actually, if some of you will recall, for the Sustainable Development Goals 2030, the target is 2030, there have been 17 goals identified and 169 targets under these different Sustainable Development Goals. Many of the 17, or almost all, okay, are actually going to be helped significantly with science or by science and technology. While the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, acts as the direction provider, leader, and coordinator of our scientific and technological efforts, the National Academy of Science and Technology is our highest advisory body in the field of science and technology. I always keep in mind the phrases policy for science and science for policy. Now, more than ever, the policy and decision makers at the highest level needs science-based knowledge and advice. This year, NAST is conducting this meeting in the different islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, in line with the trust of our President to bring science to the regions and to harness science and technology to empower our people. DOST supports the Strategic Industry Science and Technology Plan for the agri-aqua growth sector, for various commodities on crops, livestock, forestry, inland aquatic resources, and marine research of the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic Resources Research and Development, or PCARD, and other projects that revolve around the fisheries sector, from production to protection and conservation. This gathering aims to convene all stakeholders, that is you, involved in the fisheries sector to present and discuss the status of the country and its progress in achieving the so-called SDGs, and to draft resolutions on appropriate interventions for the Philippine government and the private sector. This is the advisory responsibility that I am referring to. It is hoped that this gathering will address the attainment of Sustainable Development Goal number 14 and following broad themes. The first broad theme is mission-oriented action, which is described as organizing network for the bottom of the pyramid. This focuses on proper innovation, primarily in the private sector, which, through new concepts, low-cost labor and materials, and huge scales of production, can serve markets previously ignored by traditional innovation. It also includes innovations by marginalized groups introduced under conditions in the innovation process. In other words, hindi lang yung mga scientists at yung mga tao sa universidad ang involved sa innovation process, and that will include grassroots innovation movements. The approach aims to practice innovation in both technology and service provision in socially inclusive ways. For example, maybe coming up with something that will address the needs of our own marginalized sector, where they are the ones who actually develop the innovations, is something that we would like to encourage. Okay, so I have often mentioned this in the meetings. We have a Community Empowerment through Science and Technology program in Cebu, and the group that we considered, shall we say, in need of assistance were retired teachers. The retired teachers, of course, they get some pension, but maybe too small. And so this group in Cebu have banded themselves together and decided to engage in agricultural and aquacultural activities, wherein they have introduced their own innovations. For example, they did their own technique in producing planting materials for a variety of fruit tree that is becoming quite scarce. I'm referring to breadfruit. They are producing breadfruit plantings and selling them, and that's how they earn. The fourth approach is the social innovation, which is shifting beyond technological to social innovation. This approach focuses on organizational innovations and new social practices designed to improve human well-being.